Hello and welcome to another DJI Neo drone video. I hope you're all well and I hope you're flying your drones great and enjoying the time in this beautiful weather. Now today I wanted to discuss a little bit further a video that I did in Richmond, North Yorkshire. Now if you're regular to my channel, you will know I did a video on Easby Abbey and St Agatha's Church. If you've never been before, I recommend going. It's a beautiful little walk around the actual river itself, but also the ruins are beautiful and you can learn a lot about its history and what Henry VIII did to it. But what I wanted to discuss in the actual flying of the drone around there, because obviously you might know, you might not know, but if you are flying your drone around ruins, you do need to go onto their website, and there is a section in there that you need to fill out a form, and also you need insurance if you're flying inside the boundary of the ruins. Now I didn't do that. Why didn't I do that? Because I filmed on the outskirts of the boundary, so I didn't go anywhere near the ruins themselves. Obviously when you look on the camera it looks like I'm kind of close, but if you know the Neo, you know that the camera looks a lot nearer than it actually is. Where I was sat was the car park, which is, there's like a boundary going around the entire thing. There's a pathway, there's a hill, and I was sat on the hill next to the car park, away from it all. And I thought, you know what, I want to get some drone footage, and I thought if I just do it here, it's not bothering anybody, it's not sort of annoying anybody in the ruins, and I can get some nice above shots and some circular shots. Now, trying to get these shots, it's quite difficult for a beginner because you're trying to think of what would look great. Now, one might be the one that you'll see in a moment, which is basically rising up to the top, and you kind of rise slowly above, so he lets you see the wall, then he lets you see everything in the near distance, and obviously you can see the church and you can see obviously the ruins there as well. The thing with the Neo is sometimes it can be a bit strange behavior when you're flying it where there's a bit of a breeze. This might just be me being a beginner, or it might be other people that fly those particular drones as well, being 135 grams. Now what I wanted to do, my main idea was to fly it up, and see, this is the gimbal, I want to fly it up so you see the wall, you see everything in the distance, and as I'm climbing I wanted to bring the gimbal slowly down so then you can see the outer walls of the ruins, but then when you get it up so far it angles down and you can see sort of the inside of the actual ruins themselves, and you can see the other parts of the church and obviously the other bits and pieces, the cloisters and other areas of the ruins themselves. So I started doing that, and I did that a few times, trying to go up and down just to see if that would work. There was a bit of a breeze, so I was trying to wait for a lull before I took it up. So that was not too bad. I kind of brought it up, got it so far, and as I got so far up, there was a bit of a breeze, and you can see that little bit of a wobble, which can be a bit of annoying, but obviously when you watch the footage, as soon as it gets, just before it gets to that wobble, I cut the footage and then transition to the other bit where I circle round it, the point of interest shot. Now, I don't know if you're the same, this happens to you as well, but I thought to myself, I'll get it focused on the front of it and I'll get a nice point of interest shot going round. So you see the front and then you get to see the side as well. But what seems to happen with the Neo, for me anyway, is I get it up, I start to do that point of interest, it starts to go around, and I don't know if it's the wind that pushes it or whether it's something internal that changes it, but it goes at a set speed. And then all of a sudden it seems to go around faster, even though it's supposed to go around at the same speed all the time. It starts off slow and then sort of speeds itself up, which you'll probably see in a moment. But that's the shot I wanted. I want to get a nice angled shot going up where you can sort of angle down and see the ruins, then go around and see sort of the front of it and the side of it, so you get different angles and different perspectives of that ruins. I also did the church as well. And that was a similar shot, which it took a couple of times to get that, where I sort of got it to a certain point, angled the gimbal down and started to go around. And that was a similar thing. It started off slow and it kept that speed to a point. I don't know if the wind did something to it, that it sort of messed with its internal circuitry or whatever it would be. But then it the speed speeded up. So I had to keep redoing it to try and get a shot that was fluid, like the same speed all the way. Let us know in the comments if you've had the same issue with that. It might be just a Neo thing, being a lightweight drone, where it sort of starts off slow, the wind messes with it and it sort of goes around faster. But it didn't like speed up, it went at one speed, then it clicked in and started going, it went a little bit faster, then it stayed at that faster speed going round. So yeah, let us know in the comments if that happens to you. But I had to do a few variations of it because of the wind every now and then, because you've got the filter on it as well. You've got to just sort of keep that momentum. Then the wind sort of blows it, so that it kind of ruins the fluidity of the shot, which was kind of annoying. So you've got, as a beginner, I've got to just keep doing the same shot, or do it one way, then do it the other way, and just keep doing that until I get one shot that's a nice fluid shot. And that's obviously what you don't see. You see all the nice fluid bits, but you don't see me doing it about 5 or 6 times, trying to get the right speed, try and make sure it's the right height, the gimbal's right, the ISO and the shutter speed's right, because obviously that changes all the time. And I say it was the same for the church, trying to get that right. It got so far, and then when it got round the side of the church, it seemed to then speed up again. So I had to sort of fade to black that part, so it was fluid, nice sort of speed going on, and as soon as it started getting faster, I obviously cut that bit out. But yeah, and then this is a bit that I messed up on. I ended up changing the stick configuration. I did have on the left hand side was basically the forward and back, and I think it was sort of the yaw, but this time I switched it around, so forward and back was on this side. Anyway, I'm sort of in the moment, I'm trying to do all of this. It starts to return to home, there's trees all around me. So I'm thinking, right, okay, I need to try and get it away from the trees. So I'm bringing it down, I'm trying to bring it sort of in sort of where I am, to bring it down and do obviously the palm landing, which you'll see in a moment. I'm bringing it round, I'm trying to get it where it needs to be. My brain completely forgets the configuration of my sticks, and then I end up pushing down, which I thought was down. It wasn't. It was backwards. So as you can see now, it just flies back and lands in a tree. So as you can see there, I totally messed up the stick configuration. I was sort of trying to figure out, I was watching the drone, trying to figure out where it's going, and then totally forgot that I'd switched the stick configuration. So I'm thinking I'm pushing down on the right hand side to bring it down, but instead I'm pushing down and it's taking it back. And as you can see there, it took it straight into a tree. And you could hear that as the propellers hit the branches or leaves, and it stopped. I couldn't even see where it was. I could see that the camera's still on, it stopped recording, and I was trying to find it in the tree. And I thought, if it's like 10 foot, 12 foot high, I'm not going to be able to get it. I'm not going to be able to climb a tree. I've lost it for the day. I've lost it for good. But luckily, it must be because I was near a church, God was watching over me or something. I decided to try and take off again, and I took off and it hit the branch above it, but because of the movement I knew exactly where it was. So because it hit, it sort of found its level, and I slowly backed it up, took it back out the tree, and obviously palm landed it, and was relieved because I felt that my drone was stuck up there and I needed it for more footage for the day. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that obviously within footage where you see online of all these beautiful transitions, these beautiful movements of drones, that the bits you don't see is the bits where it flies too fast, it flies off somewhere else, it sort of moves by itself, which I'll discuss in a later video, but also beginner error, you forget your stick configuration and it ends up in the tree, which is the bit you don't see. But I just wanted to show you that obviously we're all human, we all make mistakes. I've been doing it since December, so I haven't been doing it a huge amount of time. I am learning all the time, trying to figure out what's best stick configuration, speeds and the likes and all the settings, but we all make mistakes. So I just thought I'd show you that we're all human, and we all just, we all mess up at times, and we kind of try and sweep it under the carpet and just show the best bits, but I just wanted to show people that it's not always perfect. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that like button. Let us know in the comments how you're getting on. Let us know if you've landed in a tree or done that flyaway thing or whatever craziness has happened behind the scenes that you haven't shown people. I want to show people that there are lots of people just like me out there that make these mistakes, and it's just not sort of the odd beginner here and there. I want everybody to know that we all do it, and probably experts as well. Anyway, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, which is probably around here somewhere. And I will see you in the next one. So take care of yourself, and bye-bye.